All right, so back here with you, a little after hours show, research session, and review going into this week. And then we have the Fed. We have Fed Powell speaking 10 o'clock on Friday. Everyone's waiting for that. So market was really extremely choppy today, but a tradable market. And the first part of the video I was going to actually go over and just break down the market and what I was looking for. And I explained that I was only trading one contract on the MES and not really stressing too much about the positions. So you can see that I gave it a little bit more room, and when I got the pops and I look at it, I took profits pretty fast. And I was not emotionally involved in the trade at all. Where sometimes you're staring at this, staring at the trade for so long, you just get emotionally involved, and you're jumping on every tick. This kind of had a little bit more trust in the overall trend. Definitely stuck to the divergences, and I think most of them. It wasn't much. I mean, it wasn't much, but this is basically the trades I took today. So in netted, trading just one contract, made $40. Trading the MES, trading one contract. 8 trades I had, 6 winning trades, 2 losing trades. Losing trades were real tight. And I think those were. I have to go back and look at those, see what they were. I can put them on the chart here. But overall, this is just one contract. Multiply this by how many contracts you have on the MES. 3 contracts trading this. 3 contracts like this. There's a minimum 120. Now if this has a nice little feature to it where you could say, all right, you have these consistent gains. You're not stressed out. What can you achieve per month? And it does the calculation down here. So it's like $1,000 a month trading that. Not to say that's anything like what you're going to see, but you could look at this thing. This is on the Ninja Trader platform. They have a lot of back testing scripts and little things you could just track all the trades, analyze stuff. I like the numbers. You could also push this. I think I could push this on the charts. I don't know if I have it or not. Summary, orders, trades, points, ticks. No, not this one. So when I want to go down and just take a look at why we got in these, where I missed some setups. All right, this is today's market. We're going to start. I got in here at 7 o'clock this morning. That's the earliest I'm going to be able to get in the next couple weeks. What's that? 8? Oh, that's 8 o'clock. 6:30. So I didn't take any trades. And here was there was some shorts early on. We're looking at the 9:30 open coming up. This was actually downtrending into the open. And then 9:30 came about. And we actually had a nice divergence here, but happened so fast I didn't catch it. Didn't catch that. Market pulled back. We read that bull flag.
Tradeometer and yes, you overbought.
That's the tradeometer. We read this bull flag pretty good. But there wasn't anything. It was under the 20. Just looked a little more interested than anything. We were just waiting for the next setup. So the market ran up and then kind of rotated all the way back down. Didn't see any divergence here. We did start to recognize a nice downward channel line that's been working, and then we could see this. This is something I want to get on the recording here. It's the 3 tests of the 200 period moving average. This happened right around 11:30. Now take a look at this. I showed this a couple times on the show today. Go back to yesterday. Go back to yesterday, same time, and look where we are. Same exact pattern. We push up against the 200 period moving average once, twice, 3 times, and then the market here kind of dives down and continues to trade lower and lower and lower, 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 lower. All right, so now fast forward to this morning, or wherever that short was. We were definitely paying attention to it. I'm not gonna go. Here it is, right here. So you can see the 1, 2, 3, and then a big rotation down. The interesting part, we didn't really sell hard, so then we expected maybe to get a little bounce. There was a nice little bounce here. I traded this bull flag. I was seeing a little. This was rotating higher. This was kind of hanging up here, so I went in here. It rescued me. It did work out. Held the 20 period moving average. think it was a little early. This was a nice divergence, a 14.3 divergence. Remember, 14.3 divergence is better than a 9.3 divergence. And if a 14.3 shows up and the 9.3 doesn't, definitely want to take that. Lots of times you see them both show up, but if the 14.3 always gets this big pop, it's very rare conditioned. You know, with the 14, here you had a 9.3 and a 14.3 right here. That one I missed. I should have taken that one. That would have been a rockstar trade right there. Why didn't I take that? We might have been taking a break. I don't know, but that was the spot right there. Here was okay. And we had another pullback. We're looking for a break through the, and I think this is 38 to 39.75, and then again last trade, looking for that breakout. Kept on looking for that breakout, and we got the breakout. I took it right off, and then it came right back. So it just shows you, sometimes you get the breakout, but the breakout's not going to lead to more. Look where it ended up going, all the way back down. So normally I'd be like, all right, we got the breakout, let me sit back and relax and let this thing play out. Then I'll look back at it, I'm down 20 points. If I get a pop, I'm taking it off. I can even take this off right here. It's very light volume. I want to hold on to it because there's nothing going on. So that's what we're looking for tomorrow, and I think what we're going to do is we go back to that chart and we just multiply this by different contracts. You know, you just double whatever, you know, what you're normally getting. If you're doing that one contract type of thing, just keeping in the, you know, it's almost like you got to test each of the setups. You know, you got to make sure that the setups are true. You got to put the money down on it. It's very important to at least take something. So that's why I try to say, all right, here's a divergence. I want to take a contract here. It should work out. I want it to work out. Then you have that proof, not the looking back. Oh, that looks like I would have got in, but I didn't get in there. Why didn't I get in? That was the best setup. It was such a sneaky setup, and it was right before the close of the market at 5 o'clock. That was impossible to see. Yeah, I had a hard, you know, but seeing the market, reviewing it each day, seeing what we missed, what we didn't miss. There was also a good sell side divergence today. At one point, I forget where it was. I remember seeing it. It was right here, I believe. It was this candle right here, and I called that. It pulled back. Then we got the bounce, but that was an initial pullback. All right, that's it. So I'm going to throw this out there. We kind of like melt up overnight. Take a look at this blue line up here. I wouldn't be surprised to get a move up to that 42. That's a 10-point move. So I'm going to hold on to this long right now. Probably with a stop at the lows. I might even add to it. My call is 10 points. Has a stock that's setting up on our divergence scan. NEM, Newmont Mining, kind of a gold play. Newmont Corporation. And you can see the nice little higher stochastic rotation here on the 14.393. Nice 2-candle pop and a signal down here. It tells you that there's a nice double divergence here. Now it didn't really play out. A little here, there was a little about 5-7 day move. Here there was really nothing, maybe a day. Here, well, it looks good. Honestly, it does look good. Can't beat that one. NEM. I'm still loving the Las Vegas Sands. It just consolidated a little bit more today. I like this pullback. Watching for a pop out of this. Maybe tomorrow. It was held in there pretty good. Look at this. Popped and this kind of drifted sideways. We'll take a look at Steve Wynn's no longer stees, but same thing. You know, those are they held up there pretty good. This one's actually pulled down a little bit more, but all getting oversold, all decent pullback. It's almost a nice 50% retracement from the bottom here, up from that first bounce. Almost. I think the casinos are set up here. Casinos oversold on the daily. Let's take a look at Penn Gaming too. PENN. Yeah, same chart. See that? Oversold. These gaming stocks could be ready. Here's a interesting divergence. It was actually kind of a double top divergence here. Look how steep that stochastic, right shoulder is versus where the price was. And that thing rolled right over. IAC actually had 52-week lows, and I don't know how this goes out for almost 2 years. Right at that low. I'm just going through a bunch of these. Not much here.
Order filled. Order canceled. Order canceled.
Nice pullback on Microsoft. UPS has held up pretty good. Costco, I always like these. These are not a great pullback yet, but pretty good. Net here, we'll also have that on our list for another entry. Keep an eye on Lending Tree. I have no idea what the valuation on that is. That's all right. Well, that's about it. Not seeing anything jumping out at me on these. So, all right. So, in recap, tomorrow we go for the ES again. MES, I call it the general, just throw it under that S&P. It could be the NASDAQ. It could be the Russell. Whatever floats your boat in a way. But the signals are going to be really good. And again, the key here, I'd say 3 good keys here. Understanding your trend. Trade in the direction of the trend. If you could. If it's chopped, then you pretty much even keel on both sides. But a directional flow in the market here is always going to be easier to buy the pullbacks on the buy signal, or buy a bullish trend versus counter trend in it. So we'll pay attention to that tomorrow. Really want to jump on this. I'll be up at my contract size tomorrow, just because it's such a good kind of a good day today, and happy about everything. Felt like we're really tuned into the markets. Markets here is pushing back up. I actually think we got an overnight lift here up to what's my number up there? It's up there, 4143 area. There we go. So with that said, I want to send this out. We'll be broadcasting live tomorrow in the studio about 7 o'clock, and that's when we'll pick up our first trades, plus the short-term poppers every day live. DayTraderRadio.com. That's DayTraderRadio.com. See you there.